Thank you so much for being on the show.
I'm so glad to be here.
I've been a fan of yours since forever, and you are back at it again with a brand new show, Black Monday.
Yes.
And this show is about the single biggest stock market crash in American history.
Yeah, and the ostensibly the group that made a trade that was so toxic that it triggered it.
Right.
So
what's interesting is you always find a way to make stories about like topics that wouldn't necessarily seem entertaining, but you really make them entertaining. Like House of Lies was a similar thing. It was like, wow, how are you going to make consultancy sexy? But it was a really great show that I wanted to watch every single week.
Yeah.
Black Monday seems like the same thing, and there's a lot of cocaine.
Yeah. There's a lot of cocaine, which I think fueled almost all the decisions from the 1980s.
Right.
All of my decisions, anyway.
But what's great about this show is it has a bit of a twist, right? You have this company that is run by your character Mo, and we saw in the clip there, Mo is running this company that's really not what we would consider to be a Wall Street firm.
Yes.
Because of how diverse it is, really.
Yeah, and he has a big chip on his shoulder about that, But it really does look at where we have come and how far we have or have not come from that time period, and seeing a lot of the similarities and a lot of the things that we continue to see. I mean, the volatility in the market that we've just been witnessing, and the whims and how that works. It's something that these themes we keep bringing back, and it's a lot of fun to skewer and play with. The 80s, the music, the style, I mean, you see the clothes, it's just a lot of stuff to send up.
Well, what I love is your character is a man of pure excess in the show.
Absolutely.
Like, he's just like, yo, I'm making money and I'm spending it as fast as I can, burning through the cash. One of my favorite lines in the show is when he's got the Lamborghini limousine.
That's right.
And someone's basically like, so none of the comfort of a limousine and none of like the functionality of like none of the speed of a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
It's just like the worst of both worlds.
He's like, but it costs twice as much as both. So
exactly, right.
And then gets mad. It's like, you're not a car guy.
Because you're so thoughtful in real life, do you enjoy playing ignorant characters?
I absolutely do. Yeah. And it's kind of fun to play people who have really no governor switch.
Right.
I mean, the guy, you don't know where he's going to go moment to moment. I don't think he knows where he's going to go moment to moment. And he's really just kinetic and pinballing off of everybody else. And it is a lot of fun to play people who you're like, that dude's a maniac.
When you look at what your character's doing in the show, and when you look at some of the storylines, it's based in the 80s. Mm-hmm. It's about Wall Street. And yet, when I was watching it, I was like, this seems like it could be about today. Similar things that happen in the office, whether it be about race relations. There's a whole episode where people have to go for, sexual harassment training, and you're like, wow, that hasn't changed much in our lives.
Yeah.
Was it a bit surreal for you to be doing something that was so old and yet have it still feel so contemporary?
That was the fun of the show, is to find ways to reflect and refer to the past. And the jokes in it are, I mean, every day we were like, can we say that? I mean, it's really too far. It's like if the Family Guy was R-rated, so you can imagine.
Okay.
Yeah, if they could say whatever they wanted, that's what this show is.
That is insane. It's a fun show to watch, and honestly, I mean, I've always loved you as an actor, but one thing I've really enjoyed learning about you is, I guess, all your passions that you have outside of acting. Some people know you as a poker player, some people know you as a watch guy. One thing that I didn't know about you is how passionate you are about politics. Like on your Twitter handle, I'll read it correctly. Your avatar is a photo of a 7-year-old from Guatemala who died while in U.S. custody, and your bio says you are a single-issue Democratic voter in 2020. That's a powerful statement, but what does that mean?
It means whoever can win. That's my single issue for 2020.
Right.
Who can beat this dude? Who can beat this dude? Because I think that's something, and what's amazing is we're in 2019 now, and I don't know who the front runner is. I don't think I could say definitively who I think the person who is risen to the top that can do it.
Well, it's all of them. It's like a tag team thing.
Yeah, exactly. It'd be great. Like 7 presidents versus you. Let's go.
But it is an interesting time to be an entertainer engaged in politics. One thing you've always done is you've stayed in your lane whilst maintaining your integrity. It doesn't feel like you do it because it's fashionable or not. I mean, you've been in activism for a long time. For instance, in Sudan, a cause that's close to your heart, talking about what's happening there as a climate activist as well. What made you want to start all of these projects, and what do you hope to achieve?
Well, the stuff with Sudan and the stuff with Darfur, that was really something that came out of my experience with Hotel Rwanda.
Right.
And I was asked to accompany a congressional delegation to the region and see for myself what was happening and help bring attention to it with some people in the administration at that time that were trying to raise awareness about what was happening. And they said, we think that Rwanda is a good reference. It's a good framing reference for people to get an idea of what's happening here in Darfur. Right. So I accompanied them, and we went to Chad, and we actually snuck into Darfur and got to see what had happened with the Janjaweed. Had just been in there and raided a camp, and things were still smoldering when we came in.
Wow.
And once you leave there and you meet the people that are working there and the NGOs that are risking their lives daily to help the people there, and someone says, well, can you help us? Can you continue to help us? It's kind of hard to say, nope, I saw it and I'm good. I'm wiping my hands of it.
Right.
It's like, well, how can I help? And when you ask that question, how can I help? The floodgates open, and everyone who's had a difficult time getting in the light. We're here, we have a mic put in front of us, people want to interview us, people want to talk to us, and they can't get in the light. They can't seem to find any sort of foothold. So when you have the ability to kind of pass the torch and say, no, look at them. Yes, I know you want to talk to me, but look at them. This is what these people are doing.
Right.
That's how you want to use the platform.
It's a powerful platform that you use every day. I appreciate you for what you do both on and off screen.
Thank you, man.
A huge fan of yours. Thank you so much for being on the show. Black Monday premieres January 20th at 10 p.m. on Showtime. Don Cheadle, everybody.